Hey future millionaires, welcome back to my channel. It's Ellie, aka Ellie Talks Money, your favorite business coach. And you know I am always going to bring you guys value about how to start and scale your business, how to market yourself, how to build your following, how to build business credit, and overall just leverage this to create more income streams and live your best life. So in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about how you're going to get some free money. And yes, that is right, I said free money. And free money comes in the form of grants. There are grants for all types of small businesses. There are grants for nonprofits. There are grants for even new and upcoming organizations. So many opportunities out there for you to get some extra capital, some extra funding into your business without having to pay it back. So let's dive right into the video. I want you to go ahead and like this, subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and let's get into these gems. All right, y'all, welcome back into the video. So let's get into grants. Now, first thing I want to answer for you is, what is a grant? I get this question all the time on my Instagram, on my TikTok, in my emails. And a grant is essentially a gift, let's say, that corporations or the government or small community organizations will give. In this case, I'm going to talk about business grants. So give to businesses in order to help you all achieve certain goals or solve certain problems in your community. So the reason that grants exist is because they're generally connected to somewhat of a social outcome. So overall, you can qualify for business grants as a Black-owned business, as a woman-owned business, as a veteran-owned business, really any type of business owner, as long as you're applying for grants that are in alignment with a certain social cause. So for example, if a certain grant says they want to give $10,000 to a business that is employing women or helping women and girls in some particular way, and your business is aligned with that, that could be a great grant for you to apply for and win. So the reason that grants are free money is, again, because they're connected to a social cause to help move society forward in some special way. Now let's get into how you can find these grants. So people think that grants are only available for businesses that have been around for 5 years, 10 years, or businesses that are making 6 and 7 figures in revenue. But the reality is you can apply for a business grant where you are right now. Typically, you only need to be in business for 6 months, sometimes less. And you can find these grants in several places. So there's government grants that you can find at grants.gov. There are corporate grants, which will be for companies like Amazon, Target, Walmart, as well as several banks. One of the first grants I won was actually with Wells Fargo. So there are so many ways to win corporate grants. You will also be able to find grants in your state. A lot of local organizations have grants available, as well as your local chamber of commerce. There are a lot of economic development opportunities there in the Chamber of Commerce, in addition to the MBDA, which is the Minority Business Development Agency. Now that will specifically be a place to find grants if you are a minority business owner. And so let's break down what a minority business owner is. So in order to qualify or be able to certify yourself as a minority business owner, you would need to be at least 50% women owned, at least 50% Black or Hispanic or Asian owned. You would need to be veteran or disabled. Those are generally the categories for a minority owned business. Now, the wonderful thing is, if any of those apply to you, there are millions of dollars set aside in government grant money just to go towards minority owned businesses. It is one of our country's ways of giving back to minority owned business owners because of all the challenges we do have to face in this market as minority owned businesses. So those are all the places you can actually go to find grants. Now, the wonderful thing is, generally, when you apply for grants, you don't have to pay any money. It doesn't cost you much, and they're not checking your personal credit or your business credit. So here's what you need to qualify. You will need to have an LLC. You will need to have an EIN. Generally, you're going to need to have a business bank account. And if you want to qualify for government grants, you're going to need to have your DUNS number, which, if this sounds familiar, these are some of the same qualifications you need in order to start building business credit. So when you have those foundational items in place, the next thing that you need in order to apply for grants is a grant proposal. Now, let's break down what a grant proposal is. Generally, it's broken down into 3 sections, and for the students who take my course, I give you all the templates that you need to actually qualify for grants and write amazing grant proposals. So I'll make sure to link my Grant Essentials kit down below so you can have all the templates, all the worksheets, and a list of 500 grants all included. Now, your grant proposal is generally made up of your mission statement, your executive summary, a budget or timeline. They will ask you about your goals and objectives, and then an appendix. Okay, that's a very broken down, simplified version of a grant proposal. The most important pieces I want you to take away right now are your mission statement and your executive summary. So your mission statement should ideally explain to that grant review board who your business is, what it does, and how it's different from other businesses and who it helps, as well as how it helps them. So if you're a vending machine business, for example, you might be thinking, how could I ever get a grant? But truly, you are able to qualify because of how you can position yourself. So you might think that you're just a vending machine business, but if you are focused on providing healthy alternatives to underprivileged communities where they typically only have high fructose corn syrup ingredients or junk foods, essentially food deserts, then you are providing a healthy alternative to children and families in underprivileged communities so they have better options so that you can help lower the rates of diabetes or obesity in these communities. So now that addresses what your business is, who it helps, as well as how it helps them. So now we're not looking at that as just any old vending machine business, but you can see how it's actually addressing a social issue. And so many of you can connect social causes and issues into your business by going through this activity and by utilizing the templates that I provide for you. So that's really key, because when grant review boards go to review your proposal, they're looking at the mission statement first and they're looking at the executive summary. And so essentially your executive summary is more information about your business. This is where you're really selling them on why you need X amount of money, all the people that you're going to be able to help, and this is where data is really, really helpful as well. So the fantastic thing about grants is once you get your application ready, find the grants, and submit your proposal, once you win, again, that is money that stays in your business. You do not have to pay it back. Now, here's some pro tips I need you to know about the grants. We are not going to take this free money and go shopping. We are not going to take this free money and just, act willy-nilly with it. We do have to make sure we use it in our business because there are accountability check-ins at times. So sometimes 6 months or a year after winning the grant, they'll check on you, see how everything is going, and they may want to see a breakdown of what you use the money on. So we definitely want to pass that, because if we don't, it could be possible that we have to give that money back. But grants are such an amazing way for you to push your business forward without necessarily taking out a business loan or a business line of credit or a business credit card, but still getting some necessary capital into your business. As well, once you win a grant one time, it really becomes like a badge of accomplishment, and it helps you to win grants again and again and again. So as promised, I am going to link my Grant Essentials course down below. It has a list of 500 grants in all 50 states and templates and worksheets, everything you need to really understand how to apply for and win grants. So comment down below, what questions did y'all have? What did you learn in this video? Do you want me to talk a little bit more about grants? And if so, what would be a good follow-up topic? Like this video if you haven't already, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel because you do not want to miss when Ellie Talks Money drops a video. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.